Good morning again. Who am I again? Who's been paying attention? Is your quiz? You still get quizzes. Again, I'm Mrs. Likens. I'm also the program chair for medical assisting and medical billing and coding. This next President Award recipient for medical billing and coding, I'd like to share a little bit. When you're an instructor or a program chair, you hear a lot of reasons why students cannot finish school. Hear the gamut. When I would hear the reason, I would always think of this particular student who you will hear from here soon, here on stage, that she never would give up. She went through an awful lot. The words, "I cannot do this," was never in her vocabulary. This student had perfect attendance throughout all of her classes. She did them on campus, she did them online as well, and completed everything in a timely manner. She was on the president's list for her grades as well. I believe this student is an inspiration to all of you today. I am very proud again of each and every one of you for completing your program and being here today. I would like to present Veronica as the medical billing and coding recipient for the President's Award.
For me, going back to school was a daunting task. After all, I have not been in school for many years. The fear of not doing well it scared me a little bit. I didn't believe that I could meet the challenge that school would offer, and many thoughts ran through my head. Funding was a concern. Was I savvy enough on all the computer work I would be facing? Would I be able to accomplish all the schoolwork and studying I would need to do? Going into a field I was, for the most part, unfamiliar with. So many fears went through my head. It was a bit overwhelming with my husband's encouragement and believing in myself. I remembered a statement that Franklin D. Roosevelt stated in his 1941 at the beginning of his inaugural address. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. I thought about that statement and realized fear was the only thing that I needed to overcome. I made a valiant attempt to go back into the workforce. It wasn't easy, finding a job that met my physical restrictions. I tried for months looking for positions online, as well as directly applying at businesses. Every application I filled out online, I ended up getting a call to get my college degree of some kind of program. So the telemarketers were calling day and night and offered glorious college opportunities. So finally I came and investigated the local colleges and liked Sanford Brown college program the best. By the grace of God, we found the funding. Since I started college, I needed to establish some goals. My first goal was to have perfect attendance. My second goal was to accomplish the best grades in my classes. The third goal was to complete the courses successfully. Into the third week of my first mod, I received a call from the Women's Center at IUS. My mammogram was not negative for the first time in my life. The following Tuesday, I would hear the words, "You have stage 1 breast cancer." When Cindy, my cancer coordination nurse, gave me the news, all I could ask her was, "What about school?" She said to me, "I just told you you have cancer." And so I guess I wasn't accepting it. I just wanted to know how that was going to affect my classes. I finished out the mod being 5 weeks with a perfect attendance as planned. I questioned myself, how am I going to deal with cancer to go to school and accomplish my goals? I took care of business and the cancer was removed successfully, but I was not done yet. Chemo started on December 19, 2011 and ended May of the following year. I went back to school in February of 2012 believing I could handle the treatment and going to classes. I was very excited to go back to classes. However, in the 4th week, I had a bad reaction to chemotherapy number 5. I was doing great till the last week. I wanted my perfect attendance, so I completed the mod. Thankfully, my husband was off work that week, and he took me every day. So the cancer, the treatments, they were not going to stop me from getting my goals. My tagline was, "Cancer won't define me." I didn't think I could do it. Never having taken online classes before was scary. With the support of my husband, the doctors, nurses, and the school staff, I got through it in spite of the treatments I was going through. As I mentioned, I had a bad reaction to the chemo cocktail on March 8th. So now I was going to the treatments every week instead of every 3 weeks, or 9 more treatments. I turned in my papers, did my discussion group questions on time, responded to classmates' posts, and participated in weekly online classes. Still, my attendance was noted as perfect. It proved that cancer won't define you. You can put your mind to anything and succeed. Just because you have an illness or disability, as long as you have a positive attitude, you can overcome illness and accomplish many things. I went back to school in October after I finished all my checkups and stuff. And the mod was exciting and easy. I made it easy. I had wonderful teachers. And the best way to learn to code was to keep on coding. I was asked to go to night school after my second mod. This was so I would have other classmates to finish in the students that were on the same schedule as me to complete the same program. Externship was a great experience. As the weeks went on and the training was very good, I loved the job. Claim inquiry is a great challenge. Once you get the gist of it, it isn't bad. I was kind of sad when the course ended. I met a lot of nice people and had the best trainers I could ever have imagined. In the middle of World War II, the Prime Minister of Great Britain, Winston Churchill, quoted in a radio address to his people saying, "We shall not fail or falter. We shall not weaken or tire." I believe in those words even today. I shall not fail or falter. I shall not weaken or tire. I now have the tools and I did finish the job. I look forward to a healthy life and working in the career I trained hard in. I look forward to helping everyone get their medical bills coded properly in the future. I'm going to need that. So thank you, Sanford Brown, and all the people that supported me through this exciting journey, especially my husband, who really pushed me. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have gotten through it. So last thing to say is cancer did not define me.
Very good. Yay! Way to go, girl.